welcome to my channel. This is the next video of STAAD Pro series. Today we are going to cover about the STAAD editor option in STAAD Pro software. Let's go through it. STAAD editor in STAAD Pro. STAAD editor means it is a sheet or it looks like a notepad which we can communicate to the STAAD Pro software in our own language, that is English. In STAAD editor, the user uses a command language format to communicate instructions to the program. Each of these commands either supplies some data to the program or instruct it to perform some calculations using the data already specified. That means there are some rules to communicate it to the program. Starting the STAAD editor. And how to open a STAAD editor file. Open a STAAD file in STAAD Pro software. Normally, what we done in STAAD Pro software, we will done for this also. That is opening a new file. Then in the ribbon tab, we can see edit option. From that, edit input command file. Either you can select from the ribbon tab or ribbon tool tab. You can see an icon like this. Either you click this or select from the edit menu. The STAAD Pro editor window opens with the current STAAD input file, which means another window is open regarding or related to the STAAD Pro software, which is STAAD editor file. STAAD input files. Let's see what are the input files or what it contains. STAAD input files are the text files which list structure geometry, material properties, loading data, analysis, commands, design commands and other related structure input data which STAAD Pro analysis and design engines interpret upon running an analysis. Actually, we are doing the analysis and design part of a structure or a building in the software, and up to what all comments we are giving to the STAAD Pro software, it will feed automatically in the STAAD input file, that is in the STAAD editor file. Which means these files are text files which list structure geometry, material properties, loading data, analysis commands, design commands and other related structure. Every input data is fed in the STAAD editor. And we can change the STAAD editor or the input files. We can change the data by typing, and we can do the analysis part or run an analysis. These files are primary files created in the STAAD Pro graphical interface and can be directly using the STAAD Pro editor. And these are the primary files. Then these input files use .std file extension, or these files are saved as .std file extension mode. Okay, this is the STAAD input file section. You can see STAAD space, start job information, engineer date, end job information, input width, and these type of commands or these languages related to, we will study about the in C or C++, we will use this type of codes. In STAAD Pro also, this is the program language. We can also edit this language. Then STAAD command language and syntax. The advantage of using the STAAD Pro editor over other plain text editors is that the syntax of the STAAD command language is natively understood and will be appropriately marked. Which means we can if we type anything in the STAAD editor, it will act in the STAAD Pro software. It's a command language. We can communicate with ourselves and the STAAD Pro software, and it is different from the normal text editors. The following represents an overview of the language structure. We need to understand the languages, or the structure. First one, about the English based. English based means input commands use full English words, though these may be shortened in many instances or common engineering nomenclature, which means STAAD editor file uses only full English words. Any other shortcuts are not there. Only full English. This uses full English words, and it is related to the common engineering nomenclature. The words in the engineering field we are using that. Only civil engineering terms or nomenclature is using in the STAAD editor file. Second one is case insensitive. Input data is not case sensitive, which means we can either go for uppercase and go for lowercase. There is no case sensitive. Next one is line continuation, which means lines containing list may be continued to the next line by ending the line with a blank and a hyphen. Some lists have special rules or consideration, which means a line will end with a blank or hyphen. Next one is comments. Lines may be marked as a comment information which is governed by the program by including an asterisk as the first non-blank character in any line. If you see any star option or asterisk option, it means it is a comment. It is a comment for us from the STAAD editor file. By default, comment lines will appear in green in the STAAD Pro editor window. It is always, if a comment is there, it always appears in green in color. Next we will see about the STAAD editing input files. Once it is created, not think that it can't be edited. It can't be edited throughout the program is executed. So we can edit the input files. Let's see how it is possible. First one is code completion. As you type commands, the STAAD Pro editor will offer suggestions to complete the command you are typing in the form of a drop-down list. This list is context sensitive based at the preceding commands, which means if you type any command in the STAAD Pro editor, the editor will suggest us to complete the command, and it is like a drop-down list, and it will show a drop-down list, and we can select anything from the drop-down list like this. Code completion suggestion drop-down list. If we type UN for units, or while typing, a drop-down list will show, and I can select directly from the drop-down list. Second one is table size. Similarly, within a member property country block, the corresponding country section tables are available for selecting sections. After typing table and any additional specification options, the table sections will open as a drop-down list. You can continue typing to narrow the list, or use your mouse to select one of the shape tab for that table. Which means if I type here table section drop-down list, if I type table, and it will show STAAD, which means a single section from the standard built-in tables, which type of table you want. It will show as a drop-down list. Next is to check for syntax error. Select the check syntax tool in the tools group, and a message opens to indicate if no errors are detected. There is an option called any tick mark option is there in the STAAD Pro editor file, and if we select that, the software itself they check if there is any error. If there is no error, it will like this. Error list. One error is there, 0 warning, one message is there. And a point to be noted is that in order to check for errors, STAAD Pro must be running. If you have launched the STAAD Pro editor externally, this feature is disabled. Okay. Next one is to add a comment. Comments can be used to add notes or remarks in the input. They also can be used to turn off commands so they are ignored by the analysis and design engine. Place your cursor anywhere on the line you want to comment. You can comment anywhere in the STAAD editor file, and it will always show in green color asterisk. Let's go through the software. I'm selecting a recent file, STAAD Pro series. They are asking which is your input unit. I'm selecting meter and kilonewton. Click OK. And for that, this is the STAAD editor icon, or I can select it from edit option. Edit menu, edit input command file. While I am clicking, another window will open. This is the STAAD editor input file. You can see STAAD space because I select space. Initially I selected space. Then STAAD job information, engineer date, end job information, input width, finish. This means we can edit these either here itself, or I can type here. I'm just typing here job project 1 client student job number 1 revised 1 part 1 reference 0 file name. My file name is STAAD Pro series. It is already there, and directory where's my location. It is in the C drive, and date and time. This today's yesterday's 15 February 2023. Okay, engineer name ABC, XYZ, yes, date I can change, which is 16 February 2023. Okay, 16 February. If I have any comments, project will start soon. Okay. Now let's go for STAAD editor option. Say yes, what all we applied or inputted in the file in the job info center. We can see this STAAD space STAAD job information, engineer date 16, job name project 1, job client student, job number job revised part 1 reference 0, job comment project will start soon, engineer name ABC. Then checker name, this one, approved name, yes. Then checker date 16 Feb, approved date 16 Feb, like this. Or else we can edit here itself. If I go for I'm not a student, client is Graphite Constructions. If I edit here, yes, here you can see it is edited. Either we can edit here or we can edit in the STAAD Pro editor. Okay, then this is the comment option. If I select comment option and I will enter, then I select comment, it will shows as a green color asterisk. If we type anything, it will show as in green color. Then here is an option called check syntax. If I select this, it will automatically run analysis and it will say, now it has no errors, no warnings, one message is no error has been found. In this way we can handle the STAAD editor file. Okay, this is the end of this video. Please subscribe to my channel for the latest update. Thank you.